this event.
Welcome to the Plan Commission meeting for Tuesday, April 18, 2017. We really don't have much of an audience today, so I'm not going to go over the rules. Although for those of you at home, if you silence your cell phones, it'll be a lot easier to listen. If phone's on. So with that, let's call the roll.
David Borsak,
Present.
Ed Bowen, Jeffrey Tomes,
Here.
Thomas Voitek,
Here.
John Hintz,
Here.
Steve Cummings,
Here.
Kathleen Propp,
Here.
John Kiefer, Robert Weigert, Carl Nolenberger.
Moving on to approval of the minutes from the April 4th meeting. Do we have any additions, deletions, subtractions, etc.?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. Let us move on to item number 1, extraterritorial two-lot land division and certified survey map at 5850 State Highway 76 in the town of Vinland.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The petitioner is requesting a two-lot land division from one existing parcel containing a total of 19.32 acres. Lot 1 will be about 4.23 acres, and Lot 2 will be 15.09 acres. The subject site is located on the east side of State Highway 76 in the town of Vinland, approximately 0.8 miles north of the Oshkosh city limits. The property is mostly open recreational along with a commercial use on the northern portion of the site. The surrounding area consists of landfill uses to the north, industrial uses to the west, vacant and industrial uses to the east, and vacant and commercial uses to the south. Large lot land divisions of this type are not uncommon in rural settings, and the purpose of the request for the land division is to separate the commercial use from the undeveloped portion of the lot. The petitioner has not indicated any immediate plans for development. The proposed two-lot land division will not alter the existing land use patterns in the area and is consistent with the city's 10-year and 20-year comprehensive plan land use recommendations. Staff has no concerns with the proposed lot layout, as the two new lots retain suitable area for continued commercial use on Lot 1 and also provides street frontage to not negatively affect future division appropriate for forecasted development on Lot 2. The Department of Public Works has reviewed the proposed two-lot land division and noted that the location of the sanitary sewer disposal system and other utilities should be shown on the final CSM to ensure they are not crossing proposed property lines. And here's the proposed CSM. And staff recommends approval of the two-lot extraterritorial land division as proposed.
All right, any technical questions from the commission? Jeff?
Here is that there's a well on Lot 2. Is that well being used by the residents on Lot 1? Is that going to create a problem?
That's the old Gulf Central.
Is that well used by that?
Don't believe that was noted in the application.
I guess I'd wonder if it's being used, if that's going to cause a problem between Lot 1 and Lot 2, if Lot 1's using that well, because it's so close to the lot line. And then I assume that there's no issue with the wetlands delineation.
No.
I'd ask staff that just clarify the the well issue.
Other technical questions? Seeing none, anyone here from the audience to speak to this item today?
Well,
Sir,
you asked me to
sir, step up to the microphone, state your name and address, please, so the television audience can hear you.
Mike Goodrow, 4482 Harbor Village Drive in Amro. Art had asked that if anything came up that I field the questions the best I can.
What about the well? Do you know
I
anything?
don't know. I was going to send him a text, see if
Okay.
find that out.
Anybody else have any questions for Mr. Goodrow? All right, thank you, sir.
All right, no problem.
Back to the commission.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion on the motion. Jeff?
Yeah, I'm okay with approving it, but I just want to make sure that, when the final CSM is done, that there isn't any issue with regards to this well, or if there is, then something has to be put in place so that Lot 1 can continue to use that. I don't know if it's an active well or not, but we need to check that. That's possibility, and if it is, then there may be an issue there. I don't know.
Anything else? Any other discussion? Seeing none, call the roll.
Crop. Forsythe,
Aye.
Holmes,
Aye.
Hintz,
Aye.
Cummings,
Aye.
Bowen. Are you abstaining?
I'll abstain, yeah.
Wojtek.
Aye.
Oh, yeah, but, yeah.
Motion carried 6-0.
Moving on, item number 2, extraterritorial 3-lot land division and certified survey map at the 5,000 block of Leonard Point Road in the town of Omro.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Petitioner is requesting a approval of a 3-lot land division in the town of Omro. As mentioned, at the 5,000 block of Leonard Point Road. Up on the screen, I have a aerial photo showing the proposed land division. The parent parcel is one parcel containing approximately 5 acres. And it's proposed to be divided into 3 acres, all pretty much the same size, ranging from 1.653 acres to 1.713 acres. The site is just under 3 miles northwest of the Oshkosh city limits and currently is vacant or undeveloped, with the exception of a stormwater detention basin located on proposed Lot 1, located at the northwest corner of the subject site. And the surrounding area consists mostly of rural residential, agricultural uses, and residential uses get much more dense as you head east, closer to the city. The purpose of the land division is to enable the owner to sell or utilize the 3 proposed lots for single-family development. Together, previously, this was one larger lot, which was previously subdivided into 3, with these 2 lots on the east side and the 1 lot on the far west side. Together, they form a mini-type subdivision, and on the final CSM, or on the CSM, there's a bunch of easements depicted for stormwater mitigation, including the previously mentioned stormwater basin on Lot 1. The proposed land division will not alter the existing land use patterns in the area and is consistent with the city's 10 and 20-year residential comprehensive land use plan. Staff has no concerns with the proposed lot layout or sizes, as they're similar to other parcels in the immediate vicinity. Although, being over an acre in size, it's larger than what's present in traditional style subdivisions. But one advantage with Leonard Point Road being, it's still classified as a local road, but it does receive a lot of traffic, so the larger lots will reduce the number of potential driveway curb cut openings. So with that, the Department of Public Works reviewed the proposed division and did not have any concerns. So staff is recommending approval of the 3-lot extraterritorial land division as proposed.
All right, technical questions, start with David.
Is there any provisions, or is it necessary to have any provisions for the operation and maintenance of the stormwater detention pond?
More than likely handled by Winnebago County if they're going to require that, or the town of Omro.
Okay, nothing that has to be recorded.
Other technical questions? Anybody else? Seeing none, anyone here from the public to speak to this site? Seeing none, back to the commission.
Second.
In second, any discussion on the motion? Okay, let's call the roll.
Crop.
Aye.
Forsythe,
Aye.
Bowen,
Aye.
Holmes,
Aye.
Hintz,
Aye.
Cummings,
Aye.
Wojtek.
Aye.
Motion carried 7-0.
I'm told item number 3 has been removed from the
Aye.
agenda.
Yes, it was withdrawn by the petitioner yesterday.
Okay, they can't make the meeting today, so we're gonna move on to item number 4, the 3-lot land division and certified survey map at the southeast corner of State Street and Washington Avenue, 105 Washington Avenue, State Street parking lot.
Thank you. This is a 3-lot land division request, kind of in partner with Discovery Properties and the city of Oshkosh. The parent parcels is made up of 2 existing parcels containing a total of 0.969 acres. Up on the screen, I have a map showing the proposed land division. With Lot 1, should be familiar with this site. Lot 1 is the location of the Washington Building, which is nearing completion of a renovation, converting it from commercial offices to apartments. And then to the south, containing lots 2 and 3, is a city-owned public parking lot known as a State Street parking lot, which contains 79 public parking stalls. The petitioner approached the city to split off and acquire approximately 80% of the State Street parking lot to allow for construction of 3 garages on the larger portion of the State Street parking lot. The city recognized this need and agreed to a land disposition as this parking lot is very underutilized, which was later confirmed by Walker's parking study, which was done late last year. Proposed Lot 1, as I mentioned, contains Washington Building, which currently takes up about 75% of the 0.23 acre parcel, and just there is no available room for providing off-street parking for its residents. Proposed Lot 2 is an irregular shaped parcel just south of there, just over half an acre in size, and consuming about 80% of the city's parking lot. As I mentioned, the city does intend to dispose of Lot 2 to Discovery Properties to enable them to build the garages and some surface parking for the apartments. And then proposed Lot 3 is a remnant piece of the State Street parking lot. It's 0.15 acres in size, and the city will be retaining this. The parking lot will be resurfaced and restriped to accommodate approximately 12 public parking stalls. The proposed land division will not alter the existing land use patterns in the area and is consistent with the city's 10 and 20-year mixed downtown comprehensive land use plan. All 3 lots meet the minimum requirements in regard to depth, width, and area, and this is based on the zoning codes. The previous zoning codes, C3DO district. The CSM was originally submitted prior to January 1st, 2017, which exempts the property from the current code standards. So staff has no concerns with the lot layouts or intended a desire to dispose of the property to Discovery Properties. Due to the funding mechanisms used for the Washington Building's rehabilitation, the petitioner will not be able to combine the parcels into one. So as a condition, staff is recommending that some type of deed restriction or similar instrument be used to tie the lots together so they cannot be sold separately. The Department of Public Works reviewed the proposed land division and noted that a WPS easement and a cross-access easement will be required on the final CSM. And also they're requesting that any existing city storm sewer easements be released on proposed Lot 2. It's just a map of the proposed CSM. And I'm sorry, this is a map of the proposed layout for the parking garages, one along here, and a larger double-sided garage towards the southeast corner. So with that, staff is recommending approval of the 3-lot land division as proposed with 2 conditions. Number 1, proposed lots 1 and 2 shall be deed restricted together or tied together by some similar instrument. And all required easements shall be placed on a final CSM per approval by the Department of Public Works.
Lovely. Technical questions? Jeff?
The amount of parking stalls now that would come out of this satisfy the requirements of our code for the apartments?
I'm sorry, how many apartments are in the?
20 apartments.
20 apartments, so it would be 40 stalls required.
We have a garage. Yes, there's a stall. It beats it. It's over. Oh, I'm supposed to go there.
Just hold on, wait till,
It's 1 per.
okay, but,
2 is required per apartment.
It's 1 per person. I'm sorry, 1 per bedroom, or 1 to 1.
okay.
So is the answer yes?
I'm confused.
There are 41 stalls proposed on that lot, Jeff, so
Okay,
it would
thank
be
you.
code.
Okay.
All right.
And the answer is yes. Other technical questions? Yeah. Any other technical questions? Okay. Anyone here from the public to speak to this item today?
Not good at following the rules. sorry.
That's okay.
Mike Goodrow, 4482 Harbor Village Drive. Yep, I'm one of the owners of Discovery Properties. We're very excited to move forward with this portion of the project. The building is completed. We do have people living there now, and the lease up has gone very well. But it has confirmed to us that we want to build these garages. It opens up a whole new market that we've not seen downtown. So we want to move ahead with the project.
Any questions for the petitioner as long as he's here? Thank you, sir, very much. Anyone here from the public to speak to this item today? Seeing none, back to the commission.
Move approval.
Second.
Questions on the motion? All right, call the roll.
Crop,
Aye.
Borsec,
Aye.
Bowen,
Aye.
Helms,
Aye.
Hintz,
Aye.
Cummings,
Aye.
Wojtek.
Aye.
Motion carried 7-0.
Okay, now we have item 5A and 5B. Do we want to do these? How do you want to do these?
Together, if we
All right,
could.
together. 5A is land disposition portion of city parking lot, State Street lot, in the 300 block of State Street. And 5B is grant cross-access easement to property at 300 State Street. Take it away.
Good, thank you. As Jeff alluded to in the last item, the applicant or request before us is for the land disposition of the lot here, which you can see outlined. And then the second request as part of this action is proposed cross-access easement between the property at 300 and 302 Wagoo Avenue, or State Street. Again, this is to implement the plans that were proposed in the TIF 30 project plan, and it will allow the developer of the 105 Washington Avenue building to construct the garages as was discussed. The land disposition is approximately 25,351 square feet in size, and the cross-access, we have a little closer view here, is to allow the vehicles or parking that is currently located at 300 State Street to access off of the proposed curb cut here on Wagoo and be able to utilize that parking. So staff has been working with, the applicant of, or the developer of the Washington Flats and also the property owner at 300 State Street. So with that, staff is recommending approval of both the land disposition and the granting of the easement as proposed.
All right, technical questions from the commission. Ed?
Is the, and I just kind of muttered to Jeff, we probably should have done all three of these together maybe, because I'm thinking back now that well, could be a separate lot, because that doesn't go to, does that go to council or not?
It does not. That's
Yeah, so
why
that's
we
separate. So that's a
separate
separate
them.
lot.
Correct.
So we've already separated this.
Yes.
That's final. So I probably should have asked before that, how many of these stalls that we're gonna be disposing of are permit stalls, and how many of them are public stalls? Are any of these permit stalls? Or are they, I mean, clearly, the parking study is saying they're underused, right?
Correct,
They're
yeah,
not-
the parking
so even if they
study
are permit
essentially,
stalls,
yeah.
they're not
So
being
essentially, the
utilized?
parking study had found that an average of 10 cars were parking in the existing State Street parking lot. And right now, we would be retaining a total of 20 public parking stalls. So it is consistent with the average use that is currently, the proposed future public parking, State Street parking lot will serve what is currently being utilized on that entire area.
Right. Okay. Okay, and you said that in your report, you said the parking utility has reviewed? and
Yes,
approved
the parking
petition.
utility, the city's parking utility has reviewed the disposition and the cross-access easement there.
So from
favor.
a technical standpoint, with our recommendation and their recommendation, it goes to council?
Correct. Correct.
And then my only other question is where you've got the cross-access easement, are those and I I can't really tell, on the back side of that building, are those spaces right there?
Correct. They are existing parking stalls as of today, and,
Right. How does that, I guess, how does that work with, you got your gas meter and your HVAC back there? So are those actually usable spaces? Didn't get a chance to go take a look at that, I guess.
Cars parked on this aerial photo.
right, you
Okay.
can,
Gotcha. Okay, and that's, I guess that's enough to, the cross-access is enough to get them backed out of there, so that's 20, was that 28 feet?
the proposed easement area, it's approximately 40 feet by roughly 40 feet in size.
The drive up there is,
Oh, the drive
is
aisle?
it-
Yeah, I
okay,
think.
yeah, all right, that makes sense.
Other technical questions? All right, seeing none, anyone here from the audience to speak to this item today, or we good? Okay, back to the commission.
Move for approval.
Second.
Discussion? All right, let's call the roll.
Crop,
Aye.
Borzak,
Aye.
Bowen,
Aye.
Holmes,
Aye.
Hintz,
Aye.
Cummings,
Aye.
Wojtek.
Aye.
Motion carried 7-0.
Any other items before we go into workshop mode? Need a move to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, adjourn and move on to workshops.